Here's your news for May 14th, 2020. And your headlines for today include another WWE wrestler released, WWE wrestler critically injured, Mike Tyson will appear at Double or Nothing, Vince McMahon imposes restrictions, Zayn reacts to IC title stripping, Summerslam may be moved to September, and more. We're kicking off today, unfortunately, with another WWE release to report, as Rachel Ellering has confirmed via Twitter she is no longer with the company and signaled her return from an ACL tear she suffered last summer. The daughter of Paul Ellering, Rachel competed as Rachel Evers and signed with WWE in January 2019 after working several per-appearance dates in the past and previously working in Shine, Impact, and other promotions. Ellering also announced her own merchandise store on Pro Wrestling Tees, so hopefully she'll be able to make some money during these unprecedented times. One person who won't be going anywhere anytime soon is Rey Mysterio, who suffered an attack to his eye on this week's Raw by Seth Rollins. After having his eye rammed into the corner of the steel steps, an update from WWE has said that the former World Heavyweight Champion remains in critical condition, saying, "Rey Mysterio's injury status is still listed as critical. Doctors cannot properly assess the damage to his retina until the swelling subsides, as Rey is currently at risk for infection." With Rollins set to become a father soon, it'll be interesting to see how WWE handles his character. And though he apologized for the incident shortly afterwards, we doubt Rey will be forgiving the Monday Night Messiah anytime soon. We've got some huge news from All Elite Wrestling next, as boxing legend Mike Tyson will be appearing at the upcoming Double or Nothing pay-per-view. Tyson will present the new TNT Championship to the winner of the Cody Rhodes vs. Lance Archer match, and fans will remember the 2012 WWE Hall of Fame inductee for his work as the guest enforcer at WrestleMania 14, where he counted the fall for Stone Cold Steve Austin's first WWE Championship win. Tyson would also return to WWE for an episode of Raw in 2010, where he worked with DX to betray future AEW World Champion Chris Jericho. Most recently, the former boxing world champion has been training for a boxing comeback, albeit in exhibition matches, and appearing on a hot commodity such as AEW will certainly give Iron Mike some major exposure. Speaking of Double or Nothing, the company has added another huge match to the show, as Chris Jericho challenged the Elite to a very unique contest. Following his win over Pineapple Pete, Jericho challenged the group to a Stadium Stampede match, which will take place in a football field, presumably the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium. Matt Hardy appeared via his Vanguard 1 to accept the challenge, though the drone didn't escape unscathed, as Y2J used his baseball bat named Floyd to destroy Vanguard 1. This is just one of several big matches announced for the pay-per-view, which includes the TNT title match, a casino ladder match, and Jon Moxley vs. Brody Lee. And it's interesting to see AEW move their action away from the ring, similar to WWE. Back to WWE now, and after WWE filmed 3 straight days of footage for the main roster, it seems that Vince McMahon has made some big new rules to the company. Ringside News is reporting that producers were openly complaining about restrictions put on them regarding matches, as superstars were told not to take dives out of their matches. When the talent asked why, no answer was given, which surprisingly only made people more frustrated, though given that these orders came from the boss himself, they were enforced. Grueling, non-stop, and quite chaotic were just some of the words used to describe the tapings, and while backstage staff were, quote, stressed to the point of exhaustion, they now have over a week off to recover. The next time WWE films will be 2 episodes of Raw on May 25th, with 2 episodes of SmackDown being filmed the next day, so hopefully everyone will be much more relaxed when the next set of tapings rolls around. One person who won't be at any more tapings for a while is Becky Lynch, and ever since the man announced her pregnancy to the world on this week's Raw, there has been some speculation on how Vince McMahon reacted to the news. Though some speculated that the chairman would be annoyed at losing one of the company's top stars, WrestleTalk's Oli Davis has stated that according to his sources, the boss is fully supportive of Lynch and her fiancé Seth Rollins and couldn't be happier for the pair. On Twitter, McMahon described Lynch as a world-class athlete, adding that she'll be a world-class mom, and after saying that the man redefined what it meant to be a champion of the Red brand, congratulated the former Raw Women's Champion on behalf of the entire WWE family. This is certainly good news, as WWE hasn't exactly treated pregnancies, either real or kayfabe, with too much respect in previous years, and the WWE Universe will have to come to terms with the man not coming around for the remainder of the year. From Raw to NXT, and after the WWE teased a huge announcement on this week's show, the Gold brand confirmed their next TakeOver special. With the 25th anniversary of WWE's In Your House events taking place on June 7th, the WWE is bringing the concept back for the next TakeOver event, and the announcement was made by Triple H and Shawn Michaels, with their DX comrade Road Dogg also present. The latest NXT TakeOver, which was meant to take place in Tampa, had to be cancelled, though WWE did include the matches that were meant to take place on the show on the following editions of the Gold brand. And while fans may not know the fate of NXT TakeOver Boston, as it is likely to be affected by the ongoing global situation, we do know that TakeOver In Your House will be taking place next month. We are looking at the corporate side of WWE next, as shortly after the closure of the 2020 XFL due to the ongoing global situation, former Commissioner Oliver Luck filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against Vince McMahon. Now though, McMahon's legal team are firing back, as Sports Business Daily reports that Vince fired Luck for what is being described as gross neglect. McMahon is being sued for breach of contract after firing Luck, but Vince's legal team have claimed that Luck neglected his job duties early into the global situation, and claimed that Luck used his XFL-issued iPhone for personal reasons. Despite Vince's rule not to bring in anyone with legal troubles, Luck also signed former NFL star Antonio Callaway, despite the Cleveland Browns wide receiver being issued a citation in 2018 for possession of marijuana and driving with a suspended license. McMahon admitted to this guarantee in court, but if they can prove that the former XFL commissioner was fired for a reason, then this guarantee will no longer be valid. This certainly is a unique case to say the least, and with Jerry McDevitt heading up McMahon's case, we'll keep viewers updated as this story progresses. From WWE to UFC next, as it wasn't too long ago that Daniel Cormier was teasing joining WWE, but after his fellow fighter Cain Velasquez was released after only 2 matches, DC has weighed in on the situation. Speaking to Sports Illustrated, he said he felt sad for Velasquez as he knows how much the now former WWE superstar enjoys wrestling, but remained optimistic, saying, "I know that he's going to land on his feet. There's no person in the world I am more confident that will come out of whatever situation in a positive light than Cain Velasquez." When discussing the possibility of joining WWE himself, Cormier said the situation with Velasquez didn't change his perception of the company, saying that every company is doing what they can do to make it through the current global situation. "It's a shame fans never got to see what Velasquez could have accomplished in WWE past his matches in Saudi Arabia and Mexico, but for now, it's clear that Cormier still has high hopes for the former UFC heavyweight champion." We've got some news from SmackDown now, as earlier this week, Sami Zayn was stripped of the Intercontinental Championship. Unsurprisingly, this decision didn't sit well with the Canadian star, who took to Twitter to say, "I disagree with this decision, and no matter what anyone says, I am still undefeated and therefore still the Intercontinental Champion." Zayn hasn't been seen on WWE TV due to the ongoing global situation, and while no one can blame the former champion for wanting to stay safe in these unprecedented times, his decision has cost him the Intercontinental Championship. We are looking ahead to SummerSlam next, as although the show is scheduled to take place at the TD Garden in Boston on August 23rd, that may not happen after all. Given the ongoing global situation, there's been speculation about whether the show will happen in Beantown, especially after Mayor Marty Walsh stated that no large gatherings will take place until September. Now, WrestleVotes are reporting that though WWE wants to remain in Boston, they understand that this is unlikely, and are actively hunting for a new location which would allow fans to attend. In particular, the sources for WrestleVotes are saying that WWE are keeping an eye on the southern United States, with Florida and Georgia being given a special mention. Arguably, the biggest news from this report is that SummerSlam may be pushed to September, which would be the first time in the show's history that it wouldn't take place in August. There's currently no word on what will happen regarding NXT TakeOver Boston, which is still scheduled to take place on August 22nd, but given Mayor Walsh's comments, it's likely that this too may need to be moved. Now, we all know that WWE has plenty of crossover athletes from other sports, and now it looks like NBA star Enes Kanter is the next person to make the jump into the squared circle. During an interview with Stadium, the Boston Celtics player claimed he was already close to signing. As he revealed, "I am definitely becoming a WWE wrestler for sure. I already have offers from WWE, but I have to finish my basketball career first." As of right now, no one from WWE has confirmed Cantor's claims, though fans will remember the 27-year-old for briefly capturing the WWE 24/7 Championship from R-Truth in September 2019 before losing the gold back that same night. In the past, Cantor has trained with WWE Hall of Famer DDP, and while he claimed in December that he's spoken to both Triple H and Vince McMahon about joining WWE, it's difficult to say whether WWE will be eager to sign him to a big contract given the recent cost-cutting measures. We've got more news regarding Becky Lynch's recent pregnancy announcement next. As though there's been an outpour of support for the man's segment with Asuka on this week's Raw, one person who wasn't a fan is CM Punk. Appearing on WWE Backstage, Punk described the segment, which saw Lynch vacate the Raw Women's title to the Empress following Asuka's Money in the Bank victory, as a missed opportunity, and explained how he would have booked the show. He said, "Oh, Asuka's very happy for you, congratulations," and then missed, right in the face. "I think they really missed out on that. That's what I would have done." And then the vacuum, and that void is filled, and you have this monster, evil woman at the top of the women's division, and everybody's chasing her. They want revenge for Becky, they want the title. Obviously, that isn't the route WWE went for, as the former and new Raw Women's Champion embraced, though we're confident that Lynch will be looking to regain the title she was never pinned or submitted for if she returns to the ring. And we're ending today now with news from another former WWE champion, as Ric Flair's contract with the company was set to expire in December last year. Now, Wrestling Inc. has confirmed that Flair has signed a new deal with WWE and is still under contract with the company. It's certainly good to see Flair still with WWE, especially after WWE released a ton of superstars as part of the recent cost-cutting measures, including Flair's former WCW rival and fellow Hall of Famer Sting. The last time fans saw Flair on TV was during the recent Triple H celebration on SmackDown, and though we don't know when he'll next show, fans can expect the 16-time world champion to be styling and profiling in WWE for years to come.